And there's so much infrastructure out there that prospective students and even current students are not really aware of, that the groundwork has been laid, whether it's through books that have been written or seminars that have been created. And I remember being an undergraduate and picking up a good hard book, Introduction to Applied Kinesiology, in my university. And then I also was in massage school on the side, studying Upledger's work. And that was somewhat of my foundation, whether I realized it or not. I chose the school based on location, which is not what I'm recommending these days. I really want people to explore.
I did the same thing.
And I transferred and saw how many different approaches there were in chiropractic, how many different expressions that had been developed and created over decades, and books had been written, texts that these students at the other school had never gotten exposure to. And I was thirsty to share it with them because I built relationships. I cared about the students that I went to school with at the first school, and I knew they were never going to get that exposure. So that's where this project really was birthed. And I reached out to people like you, seeing that you were a leader within the world of SOT. I think back then you were really entrenched in the SOT, USA.
Soto USA. I was president.
Soto USA, and Charles Blum and you were publishing papers and developing materials and workbooks. And I really wanted this to get exposed, or I wanted students to get exposed as soon as possible, because the reason, besides location, and I say location, but my dad's friend was a SOT practitioner close to the school in Portland. And so he still practices to this day at 75 years old.
Who is it?
His name is Dr. Robert Sherman.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
He's also from New York and moved to the West Coast. And he reminded me, or one day he told me a story of being on Desjardins' table. Desjardins was holding his skull, and he said, "Did you used to do some LSD?" And he was like, no, because he was around a lot of different docs and students. And he said, I don't know how the heck he knew that, but he just had an understanding of the cranium that was really deep.